Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. This evening, I'm going to be reacting to Master of Mankind, The Emperor Takes to the Field, voiceover part 1, made on the DQVO YouTube channel and requested by AnthraxCrab2222. Yes, this is part of my DQVO marathon. And if you guys want to check out my previous reaction to other DQVO videos, remember that the reaction playlist card for YMI 40K reactions is going to be at the top right here. If you want to check out the original video as well as DQVO YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. Yes, let us start now with Master of Mankind, The Emperor Takes to the Field. 3, 2, 1, go. The Emperor arrives.
And in a sunless realm, the sun rose at last. The light of dawn was palpable on Ra's armor, as well as his skin. It was a pressure, a presence with searing physicality. The enemy hordes felt it as acrid on their skin.
This image, is this the webway? Yes, I think this is the webway. And, oh yes, the 10,000 were, defending the webway gate from the horde of demons that were attacking because of what Magnus did. Magnus the Red, puncturing a hole into the webway, essentially destroying the project, and the Emperor had to sit on the golden throne. I don't know what allowed him to enter into the battle. I forgot. Maybe it was Malkido the Sigillite who took his position, and he sat on the golden throne while the Emperor went into the webway to help out the custodians. I can't remember, that part of, what happened, what allowed the Emperor to get off the chair or the throne and to allow him to fight alongside his custodians. But essentially, he's here to help because the custodians were being pushed back. They were really being pushed back. Them and the Sisters of Silence, they were being pushed back. And yeah, the Emperor essentially saved the day.
The creatures, demons no matter what secular truths held strong, lost what little order they had ever possessed.
The Anathema! The Anathema comes! The sun rises!
His features were those of one born in the wild lands of ancient Eurasia. His skin was a Terran blend of bronze and burnt umber. His eyes darker still. His hair darkest of all.
The Anathema.
The long black fall of his hair was held by a simple circlet crown of metal leaves, binding the mane back from his face so he could fight.
I like the music. DQVO, I really like the music. I'm going to search for this music. It's matching so well with what you are, narrating. It's so good. It's like hope has arrived. And, that's the Emperor, essentially. Yeah, it's nice.
More practical than regal. He moved as a man moved, coming through the straining ranks of his guardians on foot, pushing through the press of bodies on the rare instances they didn't instinctively move aside for him. He wore gold, as all of his guardians wore gold, the same sigils of Terran unity and imperial nobility that showed on their armor were cast thricefold upon his own. His armor joints didn't growl with the crude industrial snarl of a mass-manufactured legionary plate, but purred with the song of older, purer technologies. On his back, held by a simple strap against his flowing red cloak, was an ornate bolter of blackened bronze.
Has he ever used his bolter gun? I've never heard of any situation where the Emperor has actually used his bolter gun. He's always using his blade, or he's using his claws, or he's using his psyker powers, but I've never heard of him actually using his bolter gun. I think that weapon is just there for show. I really don't think this guy uses a gun. It must be too uncivilized for him.
In his hand he carried a sword, one that looked nothing like the blade portrayed in the victory murals and illustrated sagas. By the standards of Terran lords and kings, it was inarguably beautiful. But in the grip of the ruler of an entire species, it was, perhaps, rather plain.
It has a practical use. It's not meant to look fanciful and just bedazzled. No. This weapon catches fire. it catches fire. It kills demons. It kills anything that the wielder desires to be destroyed on the spot. It's not meant to look fancy.
A weapon to wield, a tool for shedding blood, not an ornament to be admired. Impossibly complicated circuitry latticed its blade, black and coppery against a silver so hallowed that it was almost blue. In other wars on other worlds, he had greeted his custodians with subtle telepathy, speaking their names as he passed them before a battle.
That is cool.
Here, he was more restrained, moving to the embattled front rank without offering any acknowledgement at all. Of the Neverborn, some broke ranks and fled. These cowardly shards of their vile masters knew that destruction had come.
The Anathema! He is here!
Some tore into each other, cannibalizing their kindred for strength in the face of destruction.
Whoa, demons do that? Wow. Okay, it's like a Pokemon then. Well, okay, Pokemon don't eat each other to evolve, but, it's kind of giving me that feeling about these demons, that they have to consume other demons to become stronger. It just kind of feels like a Pokemon. Yeah.
Some lost what little grasp they had on corporeality, their forms melting and dissolving before the sword-wielding monarch even reached their front lines.
They were too weak.
The strongest raged at the sin of his existence, with a gestalt bellow loud enough to shake the windless air of this alternate reality. They fought to reach their arch-enemy. Ra was at the Emperor's right side, spear whirling, lashing out to punch through the amorphous bodies of flailing blue creatures that wailed through their many mouths. Sweat baked his face inside his helm. The blood in his muscles was heavier than liquid lead. "Orders, sire." The Emperor raised his sword in a two-handed grip. As his knuckles tightened, the geography of circuitry ignited along the blade's length, spitting electrical fire and wreathing the sword's length in flame. He didn't speak.
I think maybe he's focused on a lot of things at the same time, so he doesn't really have the time right now to talk to anyone. His mind is scattered in many different locations and dealing with a lot of things at the same time.
Didn't look at any of his warriors. The sword came down. The webway caught fire.
Hot cocaine, hot in my kitchen.
Greetings, one and all. If you enjoyed that, you can support me on my Discord, Patreon, Redbubble, or with a channel membership. Or simply like, comment, and subscribe to catch any and all future DQVO videos. And as always, my thanks for watching.
Wow.
The Anathema! The Anathema! The sun rises.
Alright, guys, that's it with Master of Mankind, The Emperor Takes to the Field, voiceover part 1, made on the DQVO YouTube channel. Yes, like I stated before, I like the music. I like the music selection DQVO has chosen for this video. And of course, the voiceover, it just blended so well, you know. As soon as the music started to rise, and, you know, it just gave you that hope, especially to the custodians, you know, hearing about them being a bit relieved and excited, if I can say that they're excited, but, you know, they have their Lord up, you know, up, walking upright and helping them out against these demons. And, you know, they were being pushed back. The 10,000, I don't think there were even 10,000 the moment the Emperor arrived in the Webway. There were, I don't know, maybe in the thousands, a few thousand left. And yeah, they were at the verge of defeat. And here comes the Anathema. Here comes the sun, you know, shining his light. And yeah, really, I just like how DQVO presented this, you know, grand entrance of the Master of Mankind. With his glowing armor and glowing aura and his flaming sword and the gun he never uses and his claw, glove claw. I don't know, what is this thing? What is it called? But yeah, you know what I'm talking about, you know. So yeah, it just inspires you. It just gives you that hope. And it was good, really. It was really enjoyable. Yeah. Guys, that is it with part 1. Part 2 is next. You'll see the card for it on this side, and the playlist for the Warhammer 40k content reaction on the top. Thank you again to AnthraxCrab2222 for the request, and DQVO. Man, you're doing a good job. You're doing a very good job. Alright, let's continue with part 2.